How's it going, everyone? I'm Game Master 648, and welcome to one of Wallace and Gromit's Grand Adventures by Telltale Games, an old game that came out years ago and has been re-released by Telltale ever since. Re-released by Telltale ever since. And this is episode 1 I'm playing. It's called Wallace and Gromit, Fright of the Bumblebees. I did see Let's Plays of this in other games in the past, but still, I really am enjoying this one. I did play the demo version of this on like Xbox 360 years ago. The demo version, not
Gromit,
the full version.
I have a strange feeling this is the day our fortunes are going to change.
Moggy off, you lobby gobblers!
Making eggs ought to be a breeze.
I think I'm going to faint.
Put me down gently and no one will get hurt. This is my latest invention. Cracking job, Gromit. Oh dear.
Yeah, there it is. 4 great games.
Here they come!
Fright of the Bumblebees. We have is The Last Resort. Muzzle. The Bogeyman. Those techno trousers.
Apart from a minor technical hitch at the end.
Enough of that. I just want to play on new games. I'm gonna start tutorial first, just in case.
That should do it. Oh, it's working. Welcome. I'm so glad you could be here with us today to try out my latest invention, Interactiono Vision. This device allows guests to visit us here in West Wallaby Street without having to leave the comfort of their own homes. Quite handy for stopping off at a distant granny's, don't you think? And wherever we go, you can come along. There's Gromit playing a spot of chess. Let's walk over and have a look. That's interesting, but let's talk to Gromit first. My bed lever. Quite the wake-up call. Righto, we'll poke about after we've talked to Gromit. Let's stay in the dining room for now. They're not playing. Let's ask Gromit. You can use your Interactiono Vision mouse to choose characters and things you want to interact with. I've built in brackets that will highlight the item on your screen. Dead handy that. Point at Gromit and click the left mouse button. things seem to be at a bit of a standstill. How's the match going, Gromit? Oh dear. Gromit might have more to share. I find out about all sorts of different things just by asking. Let's interact with that broken chess piece the same way we did with Gromit just now.
Let's look at the cheese.
We should talk to Gromit about his broken bishop first. How on earth did that happen? Ah, getting competitive now, are we? This is a pickle, isn't it? Well, perhaps our new guest can help us find a replacement piece to get the game back on. There must be something in this room we can substitute for that bishop. Why don't we walk around and investigate items the same way as before? That's a lovely shape. Sometimes I come across things I want to carry around with me. With Interactiono Vision, you can see all of the things I've picked up. Here, Gromit, it's the spitting image of your bishop. This should work nicely. Bless you, lad. Well done and good thinking. You're getting clever with the Interactiono Vision. Just the sort of ingenuity we could use around here, right, Gromit?
Oh boy.
Thanks for stopping by. Do come back soon.
A Telltale Games production. Telltale. The new Telltale is doing work on The Wolf Among Us 2, which I'm looking forward. I hope it's not next gen only, because I don't have my PS5. Because everyone keeps on buying it from stock. I don't like that bee. Robo-rodent ravages shop? Yep.
Breakfast time, Gromit.
This game is very old, but it's still good. I mean, the Batman, the Enemy Within. Batman Season 1 and 2 is great.
Another perfect landing. Your turn to make breakfast, Gromit. Eggs, I think. And toast with honey today. Step to it, lad. I'm famished. I left a note on the fridge in case you forget. Eggs, toast, and honey. Silicon flowers, Gromit. A major contribution to our modern lifestyle.
Oh.
Well, what did the postman bring us then? Any orders? Hand it over, lad. Did you bring the mail, Gromit?
Yeah, that's trash.
Oh, no. Final demand. I don't know. There's payment due now. And a disconnection? Nothing but bills, Gromit. I can't look at these before I have my breakfast. If we don't find some steady customers soon, I don't know how we'll make ends meet. Oh, all right then. I'll open one, but just the one. Seems your subscription to Marrow Growers Monthly is up for renewal. Don't suppose you'd consider cancelling? Thought not. Oh, better pay up then. Now, where did I put my pen? Ah, yes. Hey! That dog is getting a little too independent, if you ask me.
Yeah, I know.
The living room's out of bounds for now, Gromit. Had to use it for storage. Only temporary, mind. We'll need those crates once the orders start pouring in. No breakfast foods down there, Gromit.
What?
How's that egg coming, Gromit?
Push. Oh, that's bad. Oh, it's all over the wall. It's all over the wall. Tap.
How's that egg coming, Gromit? Still no breakfast? I'm beginning to suspect foul play. Cracking eggs, Chuck. But I can't tuck in until I get my toast and honey. No thanks, lad. I'm trying to watch me figure. Honey piped directly from the source. Everyone in town will want their own honey tap when word gets out. Eggs, toast and honey. I can practically taste them already. Yo! Two, Gromit? Honey? How sweet of you, Gromit. But I don't see the toast yet.
Squirrels. Squirrels. God dang it. Are you kidding me? Ah, butter!
Any news on the breakfast front, Gromit? Done to a turn. My compliments to the chef. Now that's what I call a breakfast feast. Wasn't so difficult, was it, lad? With a hearty plate of eggs and toast under me belt, I'm ready to take on the world. Gromit, I've a strange feeling this is the day our fortunes are going to change.
Morning, Wallace. May I have a word?
If it's about yesterday's little mishap,
Oh, no, you see...
I can assure you it was an accident, Mr. Pinnear, and I'll certainly pay for the damage to your grocery shop. I was just putting the Sniffer 3000 through its paces. It's still only a prototype, you know.
Oh, I realize that, Mr. Wallace.
And what better place to test out a cheese detector than in a shop with such an excellent selection of cheeses?
Happen. But you'll still have to pay for the damage, I'm afraid.
Yes, of course. I'll put it all right. Though funds are, how can I put this, a little tight at the moment. Only until our new business is up and running.
Aye, well, that's what I'm here to talk about. I understand you and Gromit are in the honey business now.
Fresh deliveries daily, from bee to you.
Ah, well, perhaps I can help you get on your feet. I'm having my annual sounding of the Crumpets Festival, and I'm clean out of honey. Can you deliver 50 gallons?
50 gallons?
By tonight?
Tonight?
It'll more than cancel your debt, and it'll be good advertising for you. What do you say?
I say... yes! We're in business, lad! Heads up, no time for slacking. From B to U has landed its first major order. 50 gallons of honey by tomorrow. I want this place to be a hive of activity. It's your chance to show the world what sort of workers you are. They're certainly buzzing with excitement. Or maybe they're hungry. Did you remember to feed them this morning, Gromit? Never mind, lad. I'll do it. Nothing like an inspirational poster to boost worker productivity. For some reason, my boys aren't terribly fond of this one.
A rabbit? Oh no.
The remote control for my Sniffer 3000. Too bad about the teething problems. Still, this might come in handy. No honey yet, Gromit. I wonder if there's something else I need to do to prime the pump, as it were. Look alive in there.
Ooh, do not mess with them.
My workers are very devoted to their queen. Place could use a good spring cleaning. The magnetronic pollinator is the linchpin of the operation. My workers get their rations mechanically. No foraging in flower beds for them.
I need to get the bees away instead.
My workers are very devoted to their queen.
We know.
That hinge is awfully loose. I'll have to see to that. Ah, there's the hatch from me rocket ship. Remember that moon holiday, Gromit? That's not on. That doesn't make any sense.
What's Gromit gonna do with this?
No, I'd better stay here and get that honey made. No good. The Sniffer 3000 must be out of range. No good. No good. The Sniffer 3000 must... No, thank you. Not very sensible. That won't help. I don't want any accidents on my shop floor. Flowers. The perfect meal for a hungry hive. The bees love my motivational posters. The bees are expecting a big supper. My workers are very devoted. Bon appetit.
Yeah,
Oh,
in my room.
not exactly a flood, is it?
Why?
Flowers, Gromit. That's the weak link in our production chain. We need more flowers.
Nice, Dad.
Now where can I find a whole lot of flowers in a hurry? The living room door's stuck. Oh, right. It's a storage room now.
Let's go outside.
Beautiful morning, Mr. Wallace. I'm pleased to see you've emerged from your subterranean lair.
No flowers in here. There's nothing growing here.
And whose fault is that? You had a garden, Wallace, but you razed it to the ground to feed your silly bees. Now you're making eyes at mine across the fence, but you shan't be plucking any of my blooms. Kindly reserve your green fingers for number 62.
Just fake pond.
Awfully long drop.
Techno trousers.
Better attend to my garden. The bees are expecting a big supper. Been doing a spot of gardening, have you, Miss Flit?
Working my green fingers to the bone. But the hard work appears to be paying off.
Indeed it does.
Blooms everywhere. I call it my purple paradise.
It certainly looks delicious. I mean, I imagine it would look delicious if you were an insect.
You mean if I were a bee?
Well, now you mention it,
You want to feed my flowers to your bees?
that is, if you don't mind,
How many would you like?
as many as you can spare.
Oh, you can have all you want, Mr. Wallace.
Oh, much obliged, Miss Flit.
Here, you can jolly well grow your own.
Righto. Not helpful, I'm afraid. My workers are very devoted to their queen. Don't think they like this sort of thing. An important message from Rex Armstrong, bodybuilder extraordinaire. I'd better hang on to it if it's so important. Place could use a good spring cleaning. Any more honey to speak of? Not enough flowers to tip the balance yet. Not to worry, I've got a few ideas. Not a particularly good idea. No good. The Sniffer 3000 must be out of range. Doesn't suit my immediate purpose. Closed up shop for the day, have you? It's empty. I could have sworn there was a tea bag left. It's a comfort to know we're well stocked with biscuits. Cold toast. Shame to let it go to waste. There's no point in that. No. Running a bit low on Wensleydale. Closed up shop for the day, have you? I must have reset the auto hammer yesterday when I was cracking me walnuts. Wrong setting for eggs, I should think.
Hello, Wallace. Paneer here again. Just checking on that honey order. Almost ready, I hope. This year's Festival of Crumpets could be the best yet if your honey's as sweet as you say. So sorry I had to ban you and your inventions from the actual premises.
No more bread.
Paneer's produce.
Hello, Mr. Paneer.
Wallace, how's that honey order coming along?
Oh, smashing. Just smashing. It's a honey of an order, all right. What was the quantity again?
50 gallons.
50 gallons. 50 teaspoons would be easier.
You won't let me down, will you? I don't want my respected Festival of Crumpets turning into a mad crumpet rumpus.
Oh, no, Mr. Paneer. Certainly not. Goodbye. That's the racket Gromit used when he took the cup at the Brambleton Open, Canine Division. Last night's bedtime snack. Gorgonzola makes a nice change from Wensleydale. This call box has been a boon for Gromit. No matter where he is in the house, he's never far from his master's voice. Phew, that'll put me right to sleep. Oh? Trap door.
What? I didn't tell him to go up there. Man, I did play Project Zoo on a Dolphin emulator and Curse of the Were-Rabbits on the PS2.
So that's where the dog tags went. I'm sure Gromit will be glad to get them back. Great news, Gromit. I found those dog tags you misplaced. Now you can walk around looking official. That was a grand fishing trip, Gromit, until that giant squid turned up. Me porridge gun could prove fatal if it fell into inexperienced hands. Oops. Silicon flowers. Can't feed those to my bees. They demand the organic variety.
There now, with hard work and a little luck, you should have a nice bed of flowers in 2 or 3 months.
I can't wait 2 or 3 months. I've got a deadline. This evening.
Oh, you poor simple man. Nothing grows that quickly.
I wonder. Rex Armstrong's Quick Grow Muscle Formula. Watch them sprout in seconds. If it works on people, perhaps I could adapt it to work on flowers. 3 miracle ingredients. Grow Team, Energize, Strongium. Well, I need a miracle, and fast. Shouldn't be too tricky to knock up a batch myself. Then we'll see who's got the grandest garden in West Wallaby Street. The hive will be humming in no time.
Caught you! Can't take an old soldier by surprise.
Morning, Major Crumb.
It is, if you don't mind enemy invasions.
I beg your pardon.
Didn't you get my message? Received intelligence of a major air assault. Expect the sirens to sound any minute. Hope you know where your nearest air raid shelter is.
I do recall something about that, but Major Crumb, are you sure you're not mistaken?
I know. I've made predictions before, but I'm not crying wolf. This time, I've got proof.
Jar?
It's what's inside the jar that counts. Incontrovertible evidence that the enemy is on the move.
Does it? I can only see a snail.
Of course it's a snail. But what's she trying to tell us? That's the important thing.
What is she trying to tell us?
Look at her, man. She's retreated into her shell in the middle of the day. And that means only one thing. It means she knows trouble is about to strike from the heavens. Law of nature, Wallace. Learned it in France during the war. Never wrong yet. Good man, Wallace. I see you at least appreciate the seriousness of the situation. Now, spread the word. If people don't believe what an old soldier has to say, perhaps they'll listen to the snail. Have you delivered the message? Have you shown them the snail?
I'm not sure the snail will convince them, Major Crumb.
If she doesn't, the air raid siren will. But by then, it may be too late. You're looking at my case, aren't you, Wallace?
Well, I suppose I was, Major.
Bet you'd like to know what's inside.
I am curious, yes.
Ah! The
This case is packed full of government-issue protein bars.
Protein?
Rations, Wallace. Emergency rations for... emergencies, obviously. Been stockpiling them since the war. Enough nutrition in them to feed a man under fire for a whole day.
And very tasty they look, too.
Tasty? They're foul, but packed with high-strength protein.
I'd love to try one.
Out of the question, I'm afraid. You don't have clearance. And besides, protein bars are only issued in the event of civil emergencies. Orders are orders, Wallace.
Oi, come back here, you thieving rascal. That's my tea bag.
I won't have you threatening that dear little creature. Not while he's in my garden. You've come buzzing back, Mr. Wallace. As a bee to a blossom, eh?
That flower hasn't bloomed yet.
I know it hasn't, the lazy thing. Oh, but the wait will be worth it.
Oh?
This flower will be the piece de resistance of my purple paradise. And the scent, absolutement heavenly. I'm simply mad about the purple pansy.
Okay, let's give this snail
I
to
realise this may
no,
seem a
we'll
trifle
show it to her.
irregular, but Major Crumb insisted I show you this. It's... oh.
A snail in my garden. Have you lost your mind, Wallace?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
No, of course not. Maybe he has, maybe he hasn't. I don't know. That was
I wonder
funny.
where Major Crumb disappeared to.
He said take shelter, so I'm guessing the basement.
Wallace, thank heavens you made it to the shelter. I'd given you up for lost. Caught in the crossfire, were you? Stop pacing about, Wallace. You're making the rest of the men nervous. You've got to get your mind off the carnage up there. Would you like to hear one of my old war stories? Might help pass the time.
Well, I hate to...
Of course you would. I brought visual aids. I can still see it perfectly.
Who's that fellow?
That's me as a young recruit, off to basic training. How I cried when they cut off my golden curls. But I cheered up as soon as they issued me with a beautiful set of dog tags. Dashed useful dog tags. If you happen to forget your rank or name, you got it right there. Never go into battle without your dog tags, Wallace. I can still see it perfectly. After all,
Pardon me, Major. About those protein bars of yours.
rations, Wallace. Emergency rations for... emergencies, obviously. Been stockpiling them since the war. Enough nutrition in them to feed a man under fire for a whole day.
And very tasty they look, too.
Tasty? They're foul, but packed with high-strength protein.
I'd love to try one.
Out of the question, I'm afraid. You don't have clearance. And besides, protein bars are only issued in the event of civil emergencies. Orders are orders, Wallace. By George, this is an emergency. Private Gromit! I hereby issue you one protein bar. Guard it well, and see that it lasts you all day. Wallace, here's one for you as well.
Much obliged.
As I was sitting down to my mid-afternoon snack, an delicious apple, though from a purely descriptive point of view it was, in fact, delicious. A Macintosh apple. I remember because I was wearing a Macintosh at the time, and I remarked upon the coincidence to my colonel.
Ah, there's the hatch from me rocket ship. Remember that moon holiday, Gromit?
I was peeling the apple when a bomb went off in the distance. I'm not positive it was a bomb. It might have been a car backfiring. Or a balloon, yes.
My workers are very
The sound caused me to start. My penknife slipped from my hands and gave me a nasty gash in the thigh. Still have the scar. I don't suppose you care to see it.
Don't think they like this sort of thing.
Weeks later, I was lying in a cot in a dingy little field hospital.
Don't think they like this sort of thing.
Administrations of the mercy. Dingy little hospital, I say. But the...
I thought you might find this useful, Major Crumb.
A helmet! By George, Wallace, there's nothing like a good helmet. Makes a fellow want to put himself in the path of projectiles. If you know what I mean. I could have spared him nurse his care forever. She was nice.
Sounds like you were quite a soldier, Major Crumb.
Well, Wallace, why the past tense?
Oh dear.
Once a soldier, always a soldier. Something you civilians will never grasp. And I'd be happy to prove it by charging into the fray. That is, if I had a sturdy helmet, which I have. But I couldn't go into battle until I'd been officially recommissioned. And I'd need to find someone to take charge of this shelter and distribute the protein bars.
No good, I'm afraid. That won't do anything useful. I need flowers for my machine, Major Crumb. It works on flower power.
Not one of those wretched hippies, are you, Wallace?
This is my latest invention, the magnetronic pollinator.
Ah, I see. Thought it was some kind of newfangled rocket launcher.
Hive mind is a happy mind.
Admirable sentiment.
Gromit could do the job.
Private Gromit? Can I entrust my precious cache of gluten bars to a Pongo? Perhaps so. He's proven himself a trusty foot soldier. Yes. If I am called away to the front, I'd feel comfortable leaving Private Gromit in charge. But I haven't been recommissioned.
Place could use a good spring cleaning. Our Queen, God bless her.
Sure, she looks thinner. Last time I stood to attention during the national anthem.
Ooh, that got their attention away.
Place could... Don't think they like this sort of thing. Now then, which ingredients am I still missing? Energides and strongium. My task is 33 1/3% complete.
Wait! Careful, Wallace. You're heading into hostile territory. The enemy has clearly landed. and most likely set up camp in West Wallaby Street. Who knows what the blighters have done to our once peaceful neighborhood? If you make it back alive, you'll have to give us a full report. In the meantime, eat your protein rations. The protein will keep your strength up, especially if you're captured. Brave lad! We'll keep the home fires burning.
Okay, he just forced it in our mouths.
The quickest way in, perhaps, but not the most pleasant. The Mixomatic will be perfect for whipping up a tasty growth formula. Drop that tea bag, you tyke!
And you can drop your fist, Mr. Wallace. You're persistent in your attentions this morning, Mr. Wallace.
I don't think squirrels like cheese. Here you are, little fella. Try some toast.
Yes, do feed him. I'm sure the little mite's hungry. What are you looking for exactly? Back again, Mr. Wallace? I'm flattered.
I wonder, Miss Flit, if you would be so kind as to, hand me that tea bag.
Tea bag, Mr. Wallace? What tea bag?
It's on
The
your
one
chest.
on your, ooh.
Are you feeling quite well, Mr. Wallace? What is it, Mr. Wallace?
I need that tea bag.
I see no tea bag.
Right, there.
Where?
Sitting,
Sitting?
on your,
My...
He's
My
too
what?
nervous.
The man is quite mystifying sometimes.
They say that the blooms lower down on the plant give off a sweeter scent.
Is that so?
Yes. You'll discover if you lean way down
The
that...
topmost blooms are perfectly adequate to my needs, thank you.
It's right in front of your eyes.
What is?
The tea bag.
Tea bags again, Mr. Wallace?
If you just look down, Miss Flit.
Maybe you'd better go and lie down, Wallace, until this silliness passes. You're not making any sense.
Wallace is too scared. He can't say chest. He's a bit nervous.
No flowers in here. The well's run dry. I might find the answer to my problems here, but searching through these books would take me all day. The auto-flip frying pan. That was my birthday present for Gromit last year. Closed up shop for the day, have you? The Mix-O-Matic will be perfect for whipping up a tasty growth formula. No good. The Sniffer 3000 must be out of range. No good. The Sniffer 3000 must be out of range. No good. The Sniffer 3000 must be out of range. Wouldn't be prudent. Now then, which ingredients am I still missing? Energides and strontium. My task is 33.33% complete.
Tea bags again, Mr. Wallace?
No. They say that the blooms lower down on the plant give off a sweeter scent.
Is that so?
Yes. You'll discover if you lean way down
The
that...
topmost blooms are perfectly adequate to my needs, thank you.
Perhaps you'd like to give the purple pansies a sniff. You'd have to, lean over, of course, but...
I see no point in leaning over and sniffing my purple pansies. I'm giving them the cold shoulder until they decide to shape up and bloom for me.
I'm just gonna look this up on YouTube.
sky is blue, and still it rains on yours truly. Ah, Mr. Wallace! Mr. Wallace, I've got something for you.
Much obliged.
Don't forget, Mr. Wallace, 50 gallons by sunset. Have you brought it, Mr. Wallace?
That looks like... Can it really be cheese?
Indeed it is, Wallace. Wensleydale, your favourite?
And am I to take it that these are...
Yes, free samples. Go on, duck in.
Don't mind if I do, Mr. Paneer. One for now. And one for later. Wonder if the landlord would be interested in subscribing to my honey service. No sense in looking for new orders when I haven't fulfilled the first.
Hey up, Wallace, love. How's business?
Lovely.
So, Wallace, in the honey business now, I hear.
Oh, you've heard the buzz, have you?
Oh, indeed I have. It's all over town.
It'll never get off the ground. Stupid idea, if you ask me.
And nobody did.
Couldn't get honey out of a honey jar, that one.
Excuse my husband. He's a right misery gut sometimes.
Uh-oh.
Hey, it's not closing time yet.
So, might you be interested in signing up for my honey deliveries, Mrs. Gabberly? Fresh daily.
Oh, I should say so. I'm partial to a spot of honey for my tea.
Waste of money. We'll never see honey for tea, or breakfast for that matter.
Oh, shut up, you. Wallace knows what he's doing. He's got a head for business.
Is that a head? I took it for a parsnip.
Pay him no mind. Ta-ra! Bye then!
I noticed you received my petition for early release of the Sniffer 3000, Constable Dibbins.
Yes, and I notice it's attracted the signatures of just one man and his dog.
We're only appealing for natural justice.
But your blinking cheese detector thingamy, what do you call it, destroyed an entire grocery store.
Teething problems. It's still only a prototype.
A prototype? It's a villain, if you ask me. A diabolical device. You can see that in its face.
My machine isn't evil, Constable Dibbins. It's just got a short fuse and a few loose nuts.
We'll see. I'm going to formally interview this glorified tin can of yours, and if it can convince me that it's not a menace to society, then perhaps I'll release it into your custody. You there, prisoner. Kindly look at me when I'm talking to you. Oi, where do you think you're going? If that's his attitude, he can rot in jail as far as I'm concerned. We've had our little chat.
And?
I'm afraid there's no talking to your sniffer.
Hardwired for criminality, I'd say.
Morning, Constable Dibbins.
You're off to an early start today. Not planning any more visits to the shops, are you?
Oh, no. Yesterday was a one-off. I'm in town on business.
Is that so?
Must be awfully hot under that helmet, I reckon. A sunny day like today.
It's a trifle sweltering, yes. But danger and discomfort are all in the line of duty for an officer of the law, though most folk don't appreciate it.
Can you see fit to grant my appeal, Constable Dibbins?
Not so enough.
You don't approach.
Time we had a little chat. Look at me when I'm talking to you. Oi, where do you think you're going? Well, no change, I'm afraid. And its moral compass seems to be badly malfunctioning.
Oh, there's Miss Sniffer 3000, banged up like a common criminal. It breaks my heart. That cheese detector's not a bad machine, just a bit overkeen. It's all the energites in its system. Energites? It seems to me, yes. Energites is one of the ingredients in Rex Armstrong's Quick Grow Muscle formula. I used my last Energite battery to fuel the sniffer. I'll have to get it back if I want to finish the formula.
Let's test this thing first. That's good.
I've got to get my Sniffer 3000 out of jail and my Energites out of the sniffer.
Out of goal? It's jail.
I've got to get my Sniffer 3000. That mattress looks awfully hard. Just as well the Sniffer 3000 goes into sleep mode automatically. How long do you intend to hold my sniffer?
As long as the law requires. You there. I was right about this heap of scrap. It's wired for wickedness. Why do I listen to you, Wallace? That heap of...
Have you come to deliver my order?
It's not quite ready yet, I'm afraid.
You're not going to disappoint me.
Not after yesterday's little incident.
Oh, no. You can count on from me to you. Pity it's closed. Oh, I could murder a sausage roll or two.
Tea bags again, Mr. Wallace?
No. I think I see a bloom on your purple pansies.
Where?
Right there. You have...
That's a pebble, Wallace.
Oh. Perhaps you'd like...
I see no point beside.
She's already had her breakfast, surely. The Mixomatic will be perfect for whipping up a tasty growth formula.
If it isn't Wallace. I had a notion he'd be nosing round the police station this morning.
The Sniffer 3000 wasn't cut out for prison life. It runs on energides, not porridge.
Give this baby a test.
I've got... Fear not, my little cheek. That mattress looks awfully... The Sniffer's just trying to get to the cheese, but the machine sounds like it's crying. Oh, Almost brings a tear to my eye just watching. How much does a helmet like
So,
The Sniffer 3000 wasn't cut out for prison life. It runs on energides, not porridge. The state of the Sniffer. Me poor Sniffer of the law. Constable Oh.
time we had a little chat. Look at me when I'm talking to you. That's more like it. Now you've had time to think, what can you tell me about what happened yesterday? Feel bad about what you did, do you? He's weeping. Maybe this contraption's got feelings after all. Now, I want a truthful answer. If I release you from custody, will you do it again? Well, I'll be damned. The prisoner has been interviewed and having to custody provide whatever he answers to.
Oh, I'll keep an eye on him, Constable Dibbins. You have my word on that.
Ah, Mr. Wallace.
Hey up, Wallace, love. How's business?
If you'd like to sample my honey, Mrs. Gabberly, there'll be a free tasting tonight at Mr. Panier's Tea and Crumpet Festival.
Oh, is that so? Well, I'll have to pop by.
I wouldn't bother. He'll never make the delivery.
Something to cogitate on.
Drop by any time.
Now that's a fine-looking postbox. It would make a good chassis for my honey-powered vacuumatic, but that's tomorrow's project.
I'm just looking this up on YouTube.
Oops. I must be up already.
Have you brought it, Mr. Wallace?
Hey up, Wallace, love. How's business?
Mr. Gabberley,
Gone away! Went to Timbuktu! Won't be back until spring!
your husband seems a trifle miffed.
Don't fret, Pat. He's always miffed about summat. Chin up, Chuck. I'm sure it'll all work out. When will you be bringing the honey to Mr. Panier's?
Soon. I still have one or two technical difficulties to sort out, but I think I'm on the right path.
Ha! The path to oblivion, most likely!
You be quiet!
I think not. Mr. Gabberley!
Kindly call again during opening hours. Opening hours is when we're not shut.
Any news from above? Gad, how I wish I were back in the fight!
Gromit, old chum, slip me that Grotein bar Major Crumb gave you.
You'll do no such thing, Private Gromit. I gave you your Grotein bar for the day, Wallace. I won't have you catching another from the enlisted men.
place could use a good spring cleaning. No point in that. No good. No good.
Well, well, look who's back. Return to the scene of the crime, have we?
Ah, Mr. Wallace.
Bit pointless, that.
Don't forget, Mr. Wallace, 50 gallons by sunset.
No good.
Why does everything happen to me?
You see, Private Gromit, I told you he'd make it back to us alive. Our Wallace is a fighter. Bagged a few of those blighters, did you?
It isn't like Gromit to be so absent-minded. I'm afraid not. No thanks. My workers are very devoted to their... Don't think they like this sort of thing. Don't think they like this. I think not. The Mixomatic. No good. The Sniffer 3000 must be out of range. not a good idea, that. That doesn't make sense. I still need one ingredient for my growth formula. Strongium. Or... I still need strongium. Ought to be simple enough to find that. They say that...
Is that so? The topmost blooms are perfectly adequate.
You've come buzzing back, Mr. Wallace. As a bee to a blossom, eh?
No flowers in here. I wonder what happened to his little cricket bat. That's the racket Gromit used when he took the cup at the Brambleton Open, Canine Division. The auto flip frying pan. That was my birthday present for Gromit last year. Our last bag of strongium tea. Gone. Closed up shop for the day, have you? It's got squirrel tracks in it. That pesky rodent must have been at me toast again. He certainly is crackers for toast. It's got that... No more bread.
Hello, love. It's Winnie from the newsstand. Just to say, the new issue of Modern Knittings in, and I've put Gromit's copy to one side. Looks like a perler. You can come and pick it up any time.
Hello, Wallace. Paneer here again. Just checking on that honey order. Almost ready, I hope. This year's Festival of Crumpets could be the best yet if your honey's as sweet as you say. So sorry I had to ban you and your inventions from the actual premises.
Okay, I saw this on YouTube. You have to get some flowers, I guess.
And to what do I owe the pleasure of this return visit?
Could those be? I couldn't help but notice the flowers on your window ledge, Mrs. Gabberling.
Aye, lovely, aren't they? Bring a touch of summer to the town square. Especially the purple pansies. Always been partial to pansies, me. You should see the flat. It's full of them.
Blinking weeds, if you ask me. can't abide them.
Oh, go and suck a lemon, you moaning ninny.
Oh, now look what you've done, you clumsy oaf! And open up that window when I'm yelling at you!
All right, but only to prove your insults don't get to me anymore. I can deflect them all.
Is that so?
I'd be happy to take these flowers off your hands, Mrs. Scavely. That is, if they make your husband unhappy.
That's a good reason to keep 'em, to my way of thinking. But go ahead if you want 'em.
Much obliged. Felicity is partial to
9:52.
purple
Have to be
plants,
on
I
Team
think.
Fortress 2 with Marshall soon enough, I hope.
Felicity is partial to purple plants, I think.
Tea bags again, Miss... That space is reserved for flowers. Great big juicy ones, I hope. You're persistent in your attentions this morning, Mr. Wallace.
Felicity is partial to purple plants, I think.
Have you brought it, Mr. Wallace?
What's the situation above? Fire and desolation as far as the eye can see? By Gad, I wish I could be up there.
Bon appetit. Oh! Not exactly a flood, is it?
Any news from above? Gad, how I wish I were back in the fight!
Quick, Gromit, the Grotein bar.
I warned you, Wallace. As long as I'm officer commanding this air raid shelter, each resident gets one protein bar per day. You've had yours.
Gromit, old chum, slip me that...
You do no such thing.
Why do I have the battery?
Please. I found these in the hall, Major Crum.
Dog tags. I've been recommissioned. Bound to happen, of course. Can't reach it. Good heavens. I shouldn't be skulking around in a cellar like a frightened rat. I'm a soldier, by thunder! Private Gromit, I hereby appoint you officer commanding this air raid shelter. Here, you pass out the rations. I've got a war to win. Charge!
request dispensation of protein bars, soldier. I still need one ingredient for my growth formula. Strongyl. Ought to be simple enough to find. I'd prefer not to. I see no reason for that.
Ah, Mr. Wallace.
Hey up, Wallace, love. How's business?
Purple pansies. Oops.
Here now, put that back up.
Apologies.
Purple pansies. Pardon me, Mrs. Gabberly. I wonder, that is, could you spare a...
Verb.
Sorry?
Give me a verb, Wallace. An action word.
Oh, playing a word game, are we?
In a manner of speaking.
Oh, well, let's see. A verb. Savage can be a verb.
Ooh, I like that. That's a good one. Now I need a thing.
A thing?
Aye, you know, something physical you could touch.
Something I can touch. Gentleman?
Why not? Now a descriptive word, if you please.
Mild?
No? Oh, that's a corker, that is. Last one, nearly done. I need another thing. Or like a person or animal.
A person or animal? Now, let me see now. Toad?
Yes, that's a thing. Hey!
What is it now?
Oh, savage! A gentleman, you mild toad!
The toad is a noble beast, but mild. That's a cruel blow.
A good solid insult, I thought. But maybe we need to think different.
Oh.
That's it for this. Hope you all enjoyed. See you all later, and goodbye.